Okay, so we're back. I can't remember if we finished number 15, so I'm going to start there. A compound and a mixture are both made of two or more different substances. The big difference between a compound and a mixture is a compound cannot be separated by any simple physical process. Like you can't separate a compound like sodium chloride by like boiling it or by, trying to filter it. Sodium chloride, NaCl, is stuck together. It's a pure substance. Mixtures, though, stuff like Kool-Aid or, dirty water, you can put that through some sort of physical process and separate it into its components. Okay, so speaking of that, name and define 3 ways that you could separate a mixture. These are the ways: chromatography, distillation, and filtration. Chromatography is the one that's dependent upon the liquids or gases' ability to dissolve when they're going through a medium. And we did this with some filter paper last week with some different colors, and I put some filter paper in there, and that color traveled, the colored water traveled at different speeds. Distillation, it depends upon boiling points of the liquids that are involved. We did this with a little setup last week. It had a condensation tube in it. We separated Kool-Aid into just water and then the powder mixture. Filtration, you guys made a filter. Filters separate solids from liquids. And so those are 3 types of ways that you can separate a mixture. Number 17, which of these is considered a homogeneous mixture? You have to know what the word homogeneous means. Homogeneous or homogeneous means it's the same. It looks the same throughout. It has like a uniform composition throughout. So a homogeneous mixture out of these, air looks the same throughout. Brass is a kind of metal that's a mixture of 2 different metals, and it's the same. It looks the same throughout. A brass trombone looks like it's just one real pretty piece of metal, but it's actually an alloy of 2 different ones. And I think it's copper and something else. Feel free to Google me or text me that. Google that and then text me or email me and let me know. Anyways, number 18, what percentage of people have little or no access to clean drinking water? I've been reading some of your essays. Some of you got this right. It was 11%. Other people, like you put 29%, 25 to 29%. That's not wrong. It's just, it's the number that deals with people who have unsanitary water conditions, like they have no access to sanitation, which would include like toiletries or toilet latrines and things like that. So I'm just looking for clean water. It's 11%. Okay, many countries like Eritrea, however you say that, Chad and Angola lack clean drinking water. What continent do these countries belong to? That's Africa. Africa. Number 20, what are some common supplies that could be used to make a homemade water filter? You guys did really good last week. You used plastic water bottles. Most people use sand. A lot of people use charcoal, wood chips, pebbles, cloth, cotton. Okay, all of those things would be good to use to make a homemade water filter if you ever needed to make one. 21, how should a water filter be built in terms of size of the particles in the filter? You always want to go from big to small. The big stuff at the top to catch the big stuff, and then as it goes down through the filter, you get smaller and smaller and smaller particles. So like your charcoal, and then your sand layer, and then the cloth to trap anything that's left over. So big to small, big stuff at the top like rocks, all the way down to the fine sand at the bottom. Okay, let's see. Number 22, what is cholera? Cholera is a disease caused by bacteria that you can get from drinking unclean waters, because it says, how do you get it? By drinking unclean water, by drinking dirty water. What are the symptoms? Diarrhea, stomach cramping, vomiting, nauseousness. All of these things could lead to death if not treated very quickly. Cholera can cause people to die from dehydration because of the diarrhea very, very quickly if not treated. But is it treatable? Yes. It can be treated very quickly if you have antibiotics and access to clean drinking water. So people can be saved from this just through some antibiotics. The problem is a lot of people in developing countries don't have access to medical treatment. They don't have access to clean water, let alone antibiotics. Number 23, how are elements different from one another? This is a question that we answered last week in one of the videos. Elements are different from one another in their properties and their characteristics.